and awaiting actions to be taken by our leadership in respect of the election to the office of the President, elections to the CWC, and to the Central Election Committee. I stand here today with a very heavy heart. I belong to a party that has a historic legacy, a party that has, through its efforts, a party that won us freedom, a party whose leadership in the past that we can be proud of, and I cannot see my party in the situation that it is today. It breaks my heart. The country is facing serious challenges on all fronts. While the Prime Minister will go to Uttarakhand, China has infiltrated into our territories there. What has happened in Afghanistan presents a great danger to security in Jammu and Kashmir. The Prime Minister's visit to the United Nations and the response that he got is something that you all know about. Millions of people are now steeped in poverty. Unemployment is high. The government has to sell valuable assets, or prepare to sell valuable assets that belong to the people of India because they don't have resources. And in that state, for the Congress party to be in this state is what saddens me. We are the ones that need to fight unitedly together against a government that sits in Delhi today, which according to me has no legitimacy to function even for a single day. और इस स्थिति में क्या हो रहा है? हमारे लोग हमें छोड़ के जा रहे हैं। सुष्मिता जी चली गई, अभी हमारे एक्स चीफ मिनिस्टर गोवा के फिलेरो साहब वो छोड़ के चले गए, और उनके साथ कई और लोग चले गए। जितिन प्रसाद जी को मंत्रालय मिल गया, सिंधिया जी पहले ही चले गए थे। हमारे लेट प्रेसिडेंट जो कांग्रेस पार्टी के एक बहुत बड़े नेता थे, उनके बेटे अभिजीत ने ज्वाइन कर लिया, छोड़ दिया कांग्रेस। ललितेश त्रिपाठी जी उत्तर प्रदेश से चले गए, हरियाणा में कुछ लोग चले गए। सुधीरन केरला में जो फॉर्मर हमारे पीसीसी प्रेसिडेंट भी थे, मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट भी रहे, लेजिस्लेटर भी रहे, वो चले गए। सुना है स्पीकर भी रहे। तो सवाल उठता ये है कि क्यों जा रहे हैं लोग? हम इतना तो जरूर कह सकते हैं कि उनकी निंदा भी कर सकते हैं कि क्यों पार्टी छोड़ के चले गए, लेकिन शायद हमें यह भी सोचना होगा, खुद से पूछना होगा, हो सकता है हमारी भी शायद कोई गलती रही हो। अब in our party at the moment there is no president, so we don't know who is taking these decisions. We know and yet we don't know. I am given to understand, and I believe that one of my senior colleagues is perhaps written or is about to write to the Congress president to immediately convene a CWC, so that at least some things that we cannot say in public, at least within the CWC a dialogue can take place as to why we are in this state. We are the ones who can fight the BJP. And let me tell you one thing and be assured about it. We are not one of those who will leave the ideology of the party and go anywhere else. In fact, it's ironic कि जो लोग इनके खासम खास थे वो तो इनको छोड़ के चले गए, और जो लोग ये समझते हैं इनके खासम खास नहीं हैं वो आज भी इनके साथ खड़े हैं. This is the irony of the Congress Party. तो इस स्थिति में मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि हिंदुस्तान के हर कांग्रेसमैन को अब ये सोचना चाहिए कि पार्टी कैसे आगे मजबूत की जाए, पार्टी आगे कैसे बढ़े. और मैं तो ये भी कहूंगा कि जो कांग्रेसमैन हमें छोड़ के चले गए वो वापस आए, क्योंकि कांग्रेस ही ऐसी आइडियोलॉजी है जो इस देश की जो बुनियाद है, जिसके आधार पे हमारी रिपब्लिक बनी थी, उसको बरकरार रख सकती है. इट्स द कांग्रेस पार्टी अलोन कैन सेव दिस रिपब्लिक, बिकॉज द प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट, द प्रेजेंट डिस्पेंसेशन is destroying the very foundations of our republic. So what do we need? We need an open dialogue. We need conversations. We need to understand each other's point of view. I don't want to talk about Punjab, but a border state where this is happening to the Congress party means what? It's an advantage to the ISI in Pakistan. We know the history of Punjab and the rise of extremism there. We know how forces across the border exploit the situation to create an atmosphere of uncertainty. It is these forces that are the biggest threat to our country. The Congress party should make sure that they remain united. If somebody has an issue, that issue has to be discussed. Consultations must take place from the senior most members of the party. The organizational structure must be strengthened. That is to be done if the organization is in place, if there is a president, if there is an elected CWC, if there is a central election committee, if the structure is strengthened bottoms up. I want to end with the words of Mahatma Gandhi, and this is very important. This is what he said. He said, I have repeatedly observed that no school of thought can claim a monopoly of right judgment. We are all liable to err and are often obliged to revise our judgments. In a vast country like this, there must be room for all schools of thought. And the least, therefore, that we owe to ourselves as to others is to try to understand the opponent's viewpoint. And if we cannot accept it, respect it as fully as we expect him to respect ours. It is one of the indispensable tests of healthy public life. That's what the Mahatma said. So listen to our point of view. If you don't accept it, fine, but at least listen. We respect your point of view, but have the space to respect ours. Allow us that dialogue. There are no monopolies. No monopoly should be created in the power structures of any country, nor in the power structures of any party. And I'll again quote Mahatma Gandhi when he said, democracy cannot be worked by 20 men sitting at the center. It has to be worked from below by the people of every village. Please remember the words of the Mahatma and do what is good for the party. Thank you.